everyone, it's Dr. Russell. So today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious drink that is really good for reducing inflammation. So it's called Golden Milk, and I got this recipe from Mountain Rose Herbs, which has all kinds of great herbal recipes, and they also sell really great quality herbs as well. So it's definitely a site you want to check out if you haven't been there before. So very simple recipe to make. It's something you probably have most of the ingredients at home. So all you need is a saucepan. And for this demonstration, we're going to use our imaginations like when we were children and pretend as though I have a kitchen set up here. So I have a burner that I can use to heat things. We need a cup of milk. So I prefer non-dairy milk like coconut milk, but whatever you want to use is fine. Then we need turmeric. So this is the herb that's going to have all the medicinal properties. Turmeric is, again, a really great anti-inflammatory herb. It also is a really good antioxidant for the heart as well as the liver, and this is Heart Health Month, so it's great. It also helps reduce cholesterol, which is helpful, and then helps with reducing platelet stickiness. So if someone tends towards more clotting, this might be a good herb and drink for that. So we got our turmeric. And then we need some black pepper. So black pepper actually helps bring out some of the constituents in the turmeric so that it's more absorbable. And then in this one, I've got some coconut oil. And then lastly, I have a little bit of honey to kind of sweeten the drink because turmeric is a bitter herb. So if you didn't have any sweetener, it might be too much. And then last things I have are a cup to drink my golden milk out of, and then a strainer. I use just like a mashed tea strainer. If you have a real strainer, that works just fine. So to start, all I'm gonna do is pour most of my ingredients into the saucepan. So I've got my cup of coconut milk. Pour that all in there. Then I'm gonna mix a half teaspoon of my turmeric powder. And as you can see, it's very brightly colored. It can stain a little bit, so you want to be careful when putting this in. So put that in there. Okay. Then I'm going to mix a teaspoon of my coconut oil. So I already have that mixed and poured out. And then the last thing is I'm going to do kind of just, I guess you would say, a pinch of black pepper, you know, just enough black pepper to get in there. And that's one of the things we're going to strain. So don't worry if it's, you know, about the black pepper. You really don't taste it at all. Okay, so that's all my ingredients. So again, cup of, you know, non-dairy milk, a half teaspoon of turmeric root powder, and then a teaspoon of coconut oil, and then a little bit of black pepper. And so what I'm going to do is, again, imagination, mix everything and then let it simmer for about 5 minutes or so on the heat. So I don't want it to be boiling hot, but I definitely want it to simmer and kind of mix well together. So we're going to pretend that 5 minutes of cooking has happened. So then all I'm going to do, now that it's all mixed together, is take my cup with my strainer. We're just gonna pour it through and strain out the black pepper bits and any of the other herbal components. And then the last thing, and this is for preference, I would definitely say less is more, but we use a little bit of honey. So, you know, maybe like a quarter teaspoon to start and see how you do to taste, to kind of sweeten it up a little bit. I've had one patient that I'm aware of that didn't use any sweetener and seemed okay with it, but to me it is a little bit of a bitter herb, so we definitely want to, you know, be careful with that. So pour a little bit of honey in there. Get my strainer out and then kind of give it a mix. And then it's good to go and tasty. The only people that should probably avoid making golden milk are people that have any gallbladder issues like gallstones, because it is really good for the liver and gallbladder, but if things are stuck in there, we don't want to aggravate anything. So that's the only people that shouldn't do it. Otherwise, again, it's good for heart health. It's a really good anti-inflammatory herb, has antioxidants, good to help lower cholesterol, platelets, all that great stuff. So, and it's great for weather like what we're having right now, at least at the time of this video, where it's rainy and drizzly and kind of cold. So it's nice to have a warm drink, especially at night, to kind of to help your liver do what it needs to do. So hopefully that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. It's a really simple recipe though, so it shouldn't be too bad.